Hey everybody. I'm just jamming to some Bruno right now. The world is in a bad mood, but you don't have to be. And we're going to let you know how to prevent that in just a moment. Hey, welcome back to Stress Talk with Marcyline. We are so excited today because we're not in a bad mood. The world is in a bad mood. Have you gone to the grocery store, you've gone to work, and you see all these people and they're just in a bad, funky A mood? But you don't have to be. None of us really have to be. Yeah. I know there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on in the world with the resurgence of the Delta variant of the COVID virus, and some other variants that we really don't know about yet because they're not talking about those. And there are people who are arguing about masks. I don't want to wear a mask. I want it to be my choice. I do want to wear a mask and you should respect me. And then there's all that other stuff, all the politics and all the stuff. And that just puts us in bad moods. But I'm going to share with you today some very easy tips to get out of a bad mood. And we're just going to have some fun. You heard me when I was earlier, just when I was coming on, I was listening to Bruno Mars. For those of you who don't know, like who doesn't know Bruno Mars? Is there anybody out here who doesn't know Bruno Mars? Really? Raise your hand if you don't. Okay, I didn't think I saw any hands raised because everybody should know who Bruno is. And if you don't know, you really ought to because he is a bad somebody. I was just listening to his 24 Karat Magic song on my music app. I have several music apps, but on this one particular music app, I listen to him and it gets me going. Listening to music is one of the quickest and easiest ways to get us up and out of a bad mood. Listening to something upbeat. A lot of times on my way to work, I'll listen to the news, but then I'll change from the news and I'll put on some music that really resonates with me. And for those of you who have hair like me, hair color like I do, a little gray in there, you know what I'm talking about. I'll turn on some Parliament Funkadelics, listening to Flashlight. I might even put on some George Clinton with nothing but the dog and me. Bow wow wow yippee yo yippee yay. Bow wow yippee yo yippee yay. Just something that gets me up. I'll even listen to Kool and the Gang, Celebration, whatever is upbeat, and I will turn my music up. I'll just go bumping down the street, listening to music. And when I get to work, I am like ready. I am ready. I feel really good. I'm in a good mood. So you might say, okay, well, Marcy, you're in a good mood when you get to work. What happens when you're there for a little while, a few hours? Do you still stay in that good mood? Well, I can easily listen to my music, right? I got my playlist on my phone. I have my music apps. I'll just put my music on. And if that doesn't work, I'll go to YouTube and play something, right? The whole thing is that when we listen to music that makes us feel good, we don't have to think about, am I in a good mood? Am I in a bad mood? We can just let the music carry us away. So number one, if you're in a bad, funky mood and you know you're in a bad, funky mood, put on some music that makes you happy. Put on some music that you feel like you want to dance. Put on some music and just act like you're in a boy band, right? Just start, oh yeah, acting like you're in a group. Not even a boy band, but in a group. You can be Beyonce. Hey. Okay. So put on some music. That's one of the easiest ways to lift your mood. What else lifts your mood? Okay. How about a good laugh? A good hearty laugh. When we laugh, it releases dopamine into our system. And, dopamine is that feel good hormone that makes us feel really good. There is a thing called yoga laughter. And the developer of yoga laughter realized that you don't have laughter, you can laugh and get dopamine into your system without encountering anything that's really funny. So he's created the technique that will allow you to get a good belly laugh and release that dopamine so you feel better. But hey, guess what? You don't have to do yoga laughter. You can listen to a comedy station. You can tell jokes. You can tell a funny story or listen to funny stories. You can also use your imagination. Have you ever been in a place and you just imagine something pops in your mind and it makes you laugh? My mind is always going, and I'm always thinking of something funny. Use your imagination to make you laugh. Some people suggest that if you're in a bad mood, or if you're feeling, or if your boss is on your back about something, imagine what your boss would look like as a cartoon character. Think about that for a moment. What does your boss look like? What would they look like as a cartoon character or some funny animal? That will allow you to get out of that fight or flight mode and bring on some laughter. Now, if none of that works, if your imagination doesn't work, if you don't know any good jokes and you can't find a comedy station to listen to, I have another suggestion for you. Just walk into Walmart or Sam's Club, because if you do that, you will always find something comical in Walmart or Sam's Club, and you won't even be looking for it. It will just jump in front of your face every time, every day, every moment. So, laughter. Laughter is another way to boost your mood. Okay, so we've talked about listening to upbeat music, music that you love, music that gets you going, music that feels good to you, music that resonates with you. And we've talked about getting a good belly laugh, not a a polite laugh, but a guffaw where you're like doubled over laughing. That helps to relax you and it releases the dopamine that makes you feel good. Okay, so what is something else you can do to boost your mood so that you're not in a bad, funky mood, right? What else can you do? Walk around the block. So look, Marcy, I am in my building and I'm working. I can't just walk around the building. Well, maybe you can't, but can you dance? Let's see. Let's see if you can dance, because I'm about to put on something else. Let's see what I can find. Oh, hey, 24 karat. Ooh. Hey, dance. Right? See? You can dance it out. You don't have to walk around the block. You don't have to walk around your office. You could, but you can dance too. You out there joining me? Okay. Okay. All right, Bruno. Okay. Enough. Okay. So if you can't walk around the block, if you can't walk around your office, if you can't walk down the hall, then dance. Dance in your office. Get up and move. Put your music on and dance. Now, it's really good if you can get outside because getting outside and in the light, getting some good vitamin D also helps us to boost our mood. So we're not feeling bad. So we're feeling good. But dancing does too. You know what? Ooh, that was really good. I'm gonna have to shake something when I'm off because that was good. Hey, okay. All right. I'm getting serious now. I'm going to stop playing. So, what you want to do is move your body, loosen your joints, let your muscles loosen because it also helps us to relieve the stress and the tension that we're retaining in our bodies. So, like I said, if you cannot walk outside, which is really great, outside getting some fresh air, getting sunshine. If you can't walk down the halls, you don't have space to walk in your office, dance. Put on some music and dance. Now, I know what you're going to say. You're probably going to say, that looks silly. I'm going to look really foolish. Okay, so I'm sharing things that I do. I do dance. I dance in my office. And yes, I have people walking by. I sing in my office and I have people walking by. My motto is you can join me if you want. Travel at your own risk. And often people will join me because guess what? They want to be in a better mood too. So, dancing is another way. Okay, so what's another way that we can boost our moods? Okay, so do you have a lot of clutter around? Um, I'm not going to show you my desk, but if I were to turn the camera to the side and behind the camera on my desk, you would see that it's cluttered. And it's cluttered because I've just not taken the time to straighten it out, like get rid of things I don't need. It's like papers. Okay. I haven't gotten rid of papers that I don't need anymore. Post-it notes. It's mostly post-its. Well, clutter causes us stress and it does decrease our mood because it seems like things are not in their place. They're undone, they're not finished, and that can often cause us to feel stressed. And we know that when our stress levels are up, our mood is going down. So, when we declutter, it will help us to boost our mood. But think about decluttering not just on your desk or in your office or in your room or at your home. Think about decluttering your inbox, your email box. Do you have like tens of thousands of emails in your email box? And is it hard to find an email that you like? Because, yeah, we sign up for all of these emails from stores that we like, and we sign up to get the discount. But those emails keep coming in because they send them every day. And when they send them every day and we don't get rid of them, then our email inbox gets full and it can be very distracting. So think about decluttering your inbox. Get rid of emails that you've never looked at or emails that you've looked at and you haven't gone back to. So we've talked about decluttering our space, our physical space. We've talked about decluttering our digital space. And you can, also not only emails, but files in your computer. Decluttering that. What about our brain? Decluttering all of the stuff we carry in our brain that does not serve us. There's lots of stuff that we put in here. every day, all day, every day. And we carry all of that stuff. We need to also think about decluttering our minds so that we are focusing on those things that are important and vital to us in the present moment. And we're not just carrying around stuff that tires us out. So let's review real quickly because we have lots to go through. First, listen to upbeat music, music that resonates with you and makes you feel good. Second, get a good laugh, a good belly laugh. Watch a comedy show, listen to comedy stations. Read something funny. Tell a funny joke, tell a funny story. And like I said, if all it use your imagination, forgot that. But if all else fails, just go to Walmart or to Sam's Club and just walk around. You're going to see something that tickles your funny bone. Then you can also take a walk, get outside, get some fresh air, some sunshine. And if that is not available to you, boogie down, boogie down, baby. See, I'm showing my age. I was a little kid when that song came out, y'all. I wasn't a grown up. I was a kid when that song came out. When Eddie Kendrick sang that song, I was a little kid, just in case you were wondering. Then we talked about decluttering. Decluttering our physical space, decluttering our digital space, our emails, our digital files, and decluttering our brain, our minds. What else can we do? Okay, so venting. Now, venting is something that everyone likes to do at some point, but we always recognize that when we vent, we have to do it in a safe place. And when I say that, I mean that you should not vent in the workplace because it can be misinterpreted. And I'm saying that because I know that some out there will say, well, I heard on Stress Talk that I could just vent. So let me give you a piece of my mind. No, 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 no. You want to vent in a safe place with safe people, people that you trust who understand you and have knowledge of you. Or you can vent by yourself. You can go somewhere and just vent. Let it all out. Talk about what is bothering you, why it's bothering you, how it's bothering you, when it bothers you, where it bothers you, with whom it bothers you. You can just let it all out. Now, the benefit of venting is that we're not holding it in, right? We're getting it out of our system. We get it out of our mind, get it out of our heart, and we allow our bodies to release the tension that whatever's concerning us causes. Now, I have a little trick for venting, and I started doing this trick when I started working in mental health. And in the evening, when I would go home after a long day of being I was a case manager in a mental health agency, and I worked with individuals who were very ill, mentally ill. Um, they had they lived at home. They lived at home or with family members, but they were very ill. And it's sometimes difficult to work with people who are that ill because you want so much more for them. You want them to feel relief. You want them to enjoy their lives. And so Because I worked with people who were very ill, um, I had to find a way to relieve myself of the pressure and the concern as I went home, because you can't take it home with you. That's something that people who work in that field learn quickly. You cannot take it home with you, because if you take it home with you, you burn out quickly. So, one of the things that I learned to do was to let it out. I would vent as soon as I hit my car. Now, I was not venting with words. When I got in my car, I would just do a yell. And I'm going to try to demonstrate to you what I did. I'd get to my car, I would take a deep breath, and then I would let it out like this. Deep breath. Woo! Yes, that was my vent. And it still works. I was like, "Whoo, that felt good. That felt so good. I'm going to do it one more time." Take a deep breath. Woo! It allows all that air to come out quickly, and my body is like, it like releases all the tension. That was my go-to vent. I did that every day. Every day I worked with that agency, I did the same thing. I'd walk to my car, close my door in my car, and I would let that out. Some days it would only take one. Some days it would take more than one, usually up to three. By the third one, I was good. I was good. So, venting is a way to do that. Now, you might say, well, Marcy, you know, I'm not one to fuss. I don't fuss. I don't argue. I don't raise my voice. And I don't yell like that. But I feel like I need to vent. Okay. Well, here is a suggestion for you, just for you. Vent as if you're in an opera. Yes. If you've ever gone to an opera, they sing everything. They do. They sing everything. Everything is a song. But you can tell when when things get escalated, because the way they're singing tells you. So, I'm going to try to give you an example of singing opera and venting. Okay, so here we go. And I'm just making this up, so I may repeat myself. But if I were to vent and I'm going to use um, my opera activity to vent, I'm going to say something like, "This was a hard day. It was a hard day. It was a hard day. And they made me sick. They made me sick. They made me sick. It was a hard day. And I can't stand them. I can't stand them. I can't. I can't stand them. I can't stand them. I can't stand them. But I have to keep my job, because if I'm not working, I'll lose everything, everything, everything I have. But I won't quit. I won't leave. I will not leave my job. They will have to. Well, they better not fire me. They better not fire me. Okay. So, I know I'm being silly today, because that actually made me laugh. Woo! That actually made me laugh. But that's what I'm talking about. When we can laugh, it just boosts our mood. We feel really good. So, if you're not able to vent, if you're not somebody who raises their voice, you don't yell, you don't holler, sing it. Sing it like you're in an opera. Make like you're in Othello or in Hamlet or some operatic event. Be an opera singer and sing it, because it's going to make you happy too once you sing it, because you're going to feel this is really silly, but it's so much fun. It's so much fun. I love it. Okay, so I know we're coming to the end of our 30 minutes. So I'm going to run through an additional list of things that you can do to get out of a bad mood. Be present. Practice mindfulness. Just stay in the present moment without judgment, with curiosity. Just bring your awareness to the present, right? And breathe. Count your blessings. You can always find something to be grateful for, to be thankful for. I'm grateful that you're watching. I am. I'm grateful that you've stayed all this time watching me be silly, but sharing good information, I hope, for you. So just be grateful. Be Count your blessings. They can be very small things. They can be loud things. Loud things. I'm saying loud because our dog is barking right now. And I'm like, boy, that's loud in the back of my head. So that word came out as I was saying your blessings. But your blessings can be loud because our dog is a blessing too. But count them. No matter how small you think they are, you can always find blessings to boost your mood. Also, snuggle up. Snuggle in a blanket. If you have a weighted blanket, those are perfect because they feel so good. They're weighted and they make you feel as if you're in a cocoon. But even if you don't have a weighted blanket, you can also use a blanket or anything that's real warm and snuggly. Just snuggle up. Just get close. You can also snuggle up with your honey. That's a mood booster. Yes, it is. Hug someone. That also, it boosts your mood. When we make peace with each other, it makes us feel better. Go somewhere and just be in a still small, my words. Go somewhere and just be in a quiet place, somewhere where you can just be still and you can just listen maybe to the sounds of nature or just whatever sounds are going on, but in a space where you're by yourself, you're alone, and you can just be. Also, excuse me, have get hang out with your dog, your cat, your fish, your iguana, your lizard, your snake. Yes, I know people have snakes for pets. Just hang out with your pets and enjoy your pet. Also, give yourself a massage. Now, I am one of those people who, when I take a shower, I like to slather lotion on. I love that. I love it. And that really feels good. So give yourself a massage. And I know if you're at work or if you're in some place public, you can't, slather lotion everywhere, but you can put it on your hands. And if just get something that you can get a fragrance that you really like, that really is maybe not overpowering, but is soft, that really calms you, and just put lotion on your hands. Your hands will love it. Your cuticles will soak it up. Just put lotion on your hands. And then, last but not least, you can meditate. Meditate or pray. Get into a space where you're able to just be, and you can offer up your prayers or just meditate in a space that is comfortable for you. So that's it for our time today. I really, really hope this was helpful to you. I hope you enjoyed it. I certainly did. I had a blast with you today. We'll be back next week. And yes, I am working on some good stuff for you. And my plan, if all goes well, knock on wood, send up prayers. If all goes well, I'll be releasing that good stuff next week on the 1st of September. So look for it. In the meantime, I'm Marcyline Bailey. Glad you're with me. Take good care.